It's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. It is Monday, July 6th, and I'm going to jump right into it. So I just want to touch on a few things. For one, I hope everyone had a good holiday weekend. Beautiful weather, hot and humid, but good weather. Looks like we've got some rain for the next couple days. Hopefully that breaks some of the humidity. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll see. Maybe it'll make it worse. I don't know. But hopefully everyone had a good holiday and enjoyed themselves. There's some upcoming stuff this week that I want to touch on. I'm going to start with the Friends of the Berkshire Athenaeum is holding their annual summer book sale. So that starts on Thursday, July 9th. So this coming Thursday from 3 to 7 p.m. It's for Friends members only. And then Friday, July 10th, and Saturday, July 11th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., it is open to all. And again, that's the Friends of the Berkshire Athenaeum summer book sale. They have audiobooks, CDs, DVDs, vinyl, puzzles, games, and stationery. It's a really cool event, and of course, it supports the Berkshire Athenaeum. So that's an important one. Definitely check it out. If you're a reader, definitely check it out. And again, that's this Friday, July 10th, and Saturday, July 11th. Also this week, I'll be sitting down at Park Square with the Berkshire County District Attorney, Tim Shugrue, the sheriff, our Berkshire County Sheriff, Tom Bowler, and our Pittsfield Chief of Police, Marc Maddalena. So I'm looking forward to that. This will be an opportunity to ask a lot of different questions to all of them, how they're working together, things that are happening in the community. Public safety is a big one right now that a lot of people do want to discuss. So there's a lot I want to touch on there. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably be putting that out either somewhere between Saturday and Monday of next week at the latest. But I'll be filming with them this week. I'll also be reaching out today to our Commissioner, Department of Public Services, Ricardo Morales. I was going to reach out to him last week, but I figured with the holiday, he's probably very busy, trying to get North Street and crews up there scheduled to get all that back to normal. And I'm sure there's a lot of cleanup. This week, also Wednesday, the 8th, will be a city-sponsored fireworks at Wacona Park. Now, I believe they'll be doing them at Wacona Park, but Wacona Park is closed due to it being under construction. So if you want to view them, you just got to find a place in that area, a safe place to view. But this is courtesy of, or I don't know the best way to, but through sponsorship of George Haddad and Pittsfield Co-op Bank is how this was made possible. I know a lot of people have views on why that wasn't scheduled. If they couldn't get anybody and it wasn't about money, how come they were able to get somebody once George Haddad and Pittsfield Co-op put money up? I'll ask the mayor about that. At the end of the day, I know it's 4 days later than the actual holiday, but it will be happening. Hopefully, it'll be a fun event for people who were looking forward to this. And it might be one of the only July 8th celebration displays in the country, for all I know. But it's cool that it is actually happening. So try to find the upside in that. So that's a lot. That's a lot that'll be going on this week. Tomorrow, I'll be putting out the next video in the series I've been doing for the love of pizza. Tomorrow morning, I'll be putting out Papa Joe's Ristorante on Newell Street. So that should be a lot of fun. I really enjoyed filming there and meeting the owners and learning about the history of the business. Great history. And another one of our great local pizzerias. So that'll be out tomorrow. The last video I did, and I'm just briefly going to touch on this, okay? That was the one where I said, if you don't like It's Pittsfield Tonight, don't follow it. 99.9% of you completely understood what I was saying. There was the handful of people that just wanted to push it and stop your whining and stop this and name calling and you must be a hipster with your hat. And that's exactly the crap I'm talking about. Because here's the thing. To the few people that messaged me saying, don't let them get to you. It's not a matter of anybody getting to me. Unfortunately, once a year, I have to do one of those videos. And the reason being is if there's not guidelines on how people need to act like adults without name calling, without being rude, without using vulgarity, if they can't do that, I don't want them on the platform. And the reason for that is it will destroy the platform. It isn't a matter of somebody just saying something about me. I can take that. But if I allow those type of comments, then what happens? They start going after other people on the page who have commented. And it starts turning into this, you libtard, you maggot this, and you this, and all this national stuff gets dragged into it, and all this name calling, and it turns into just this fighting and chaotic thing. And look, I've watched it destroy other pages. If you take our local paper's Facebook page, and Facebook is still the premier platform for comedy, for engaging and commenting back and forth with other people. And it has gotten so bad on their Facebook page that at times they just disable the comments and nobody can comment. And that's not where I'm going to allow this to go. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it allowing people to act like that and destroy the whole thing. So it's not a matter of people getting to me. I'm not going to tolerate that. Because again, if you're going to start calling me names, well, then you're going to start going after other followers on the page. And it just turns into bickering and back and forth that does no good for anybody and ruins the platform. Because I know there's pages that I've been on where, if you repeatedly, every time you try to comment or participate in something and someone wants to name call and come after you, eventually you just bail out and say, I'm not going on there anymore. And I don't want that to happen. So if you can't act like a responsible adult without name calling and being rude, then I don't want you on here. It's that simple. And I did block some people that day, quite a few of them. Just how it is. If even that video saying don't do that, they didn't understand that. And to the people saying, well, nobody's allowed to have a different opinion from you. Again, 99.9% of you knew that is not what I'm saying. People who have followed this page for years know that that's not what I'm saying. Of course you can have a different opinion from me. Just be respectful. Engage with each other respectfully. Once you start with the name calling and making fun of how people look or how they dress, you're showing your maturity level. And it's not about the issues anymore. It's just somebody being angry and being a you know what. So I'll leave it at that. And I'm not going to tolerate that. It's that simple. So yes. And to the people that do send me personal friend requests, don't be offended if I don't accept. My personal Facebook page, there's hardly anybody on there. I literally limit that to just personal friends and family. Otherwise, this bleeds over into that, and I can't, all my friends in the music industry or my family members, I can't engage with personal friends because it turns into It's Pittsfield Tonight Part 2. And I just don't want that. So don't take offense to that, but I try to separate the two and leave everything about the community and those type of things on here. So, all right, that is it for now. But just be kind and respectful to each other. You don't have to agree with everything everybody says. You don't have to agree with everything I say. I have never got out there and preached that I'm the news or the press. I mean, that's just ridiculous. This is a podcast. This is my opinion. And if you don't agree with it, that's fine. If you disagree with everything I say, then why even follow? And that's what I was saying in that video. There's people that just everything I say, they're like, then why follow? Why? If you don't like it, don't listen to it. But of course, opinions are welcome. So like I said, if you do have some questions also for the sheriff, the DA, the chief of police, or the Commissioner of Public Services, Ricardo Morales. Send those to me. You can comment them. You can send them to me through Messenger if you want, and I will pick as many as I can to ask. And that's that. So again, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Have a good summer. Get involved in community issues in a responsible adult way, but get involved. Level heads prevail. Remember that. Calm heads do a lot better. So that's it. All right, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll catch you all in the next day or two.